Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah Elizabeth and today I'm going through what makeup items I have decluttered recently. I moved, I've been unpacking, and I found that I have way too much makeup. I unboxed like 6+ full boxes of makeup. So I tasked myself with decluttering 25 items. I did declutter some stuff prior in my empties video, but I went through and I'm like, all right, I need 25 more things. All right, did that pretty easily, and then my brother's like, think you can get 5 more? I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I have, I think, 31 items here that I'm decluttering. So we're going to quick go through all of that. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Some of these items I really did enjoy. They're old and it's time to go, or I just have things I tend to reach for over them. There's things here that I love, things that I don't love, things from brands I love, but I just don't care for that one item. There's just a whole bunch of just variables and reasons why they're going, and I'll get into that. Future Sav popping in here. Sorry, yeah, allergies are killing me lately. Also, yes, coffee. I live on coffee. We have this really nice place nearby called Mocha, and it's really good. I love their blended white mochas. Okay, back to the video. We are going to start off with the palettes. I have a couple Arbonne ones here. Whoops. This is the Arbonne Starlight Glow palette. Honestly, I think my mom might enjoy this. She's a little deeper than I am skin tone wise, and you know, I feel like she would just enjoy it more than I would. So I'll see if she wants this, and if she does, I'll give it to her. Otherwise, I know other people who would be interested in it. I'm only going to be tossing things that are really expired. Otherwise, I'm going to try my very best to rehome items. Like this one, they're great, they're blendable. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't work for my skin tone very well. And, you know, it's very buildable. Also, I feel like she would get more use out of it than I would. The next Arbonne palette is more eyeshadow and highlight. It's just not really my color scheme for the eyeshadow portions. I love the highlight, but I don't know. I just don't find myself reaching for it, and it's just time for this to leave my collection. I never reach for it. I'm sorry. And then this was a hard one. I went back and forth with it. It is the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette. I created a really beautiful, bright, colorful look with this, but I don't reach for it. Ever since then, I don't reach for it. Unless I'm doing a video with it, I don't reach for it. So it's time for this to go. Iconic London, another face palette. Offer this one to my mom as well. This is the Blaze Chaser face palette. It's really beautiful, just not something I reach for. Same with the True and Luscious Lucky Glow bronze and highlight palette. I just don't find myself reaching for it as well. It's really cool. I love the shades in here. They're really blendable, but the highlight shades in here do not work for my skin tone. So I'm too fair for it, so it can go and get passed along. If you heard that little thud, that's my little Lulu baby. I'm letting her explore the basement while I film again. All right, on to some base items. I have my Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Full to Medium to Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Cloud. My skin types changed a little bit, and this just does not work for me anymore. And I don't tend to like how full coverage it is at this point. Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. I decluttered the one, and now it's time for this one to go as well. Very old. Like, I got this back when I was working at Walgreens. So this is years and years old at this point as well. So is that Too Faced foundation as well. I don't reach for it. It's really old, and it seems a little too heavy on my skin to wear anyway, so it's time for that to go as well. Purely's Perfect Glow BB Cream SPF 30 in the shade Fair. It's a little deep for me. It works when I'm self-tanned, but that's really about it. I loved it, but how often am I self-tanning? Not very often, so it's not worth keeping just for that reason. It says 18 months. I've had it for 18 months, so I'll let it go. Then I have the Arbonne Intelligence Pollution Defense CC Cream SPF 30, expired in August 2020, so over a year ago. That's a pretty good sign. I did like the formula, but I just didn't reach for it. Anywho, I had other preferences, ones I prefer more. Continuing on, I have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. It's so close to being empty. So dang close. It's a hydrating primer. I love it. Well, I guess Tarte Double Duty Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I like it. Not a big fan of the smell. Expiration date, or it's supposed to last 6 months. Whoops. Probably had this for about a year and a half, 2 years. It doesn't sink in as nicely anymore, so it's definitely expired, so it's time for this to go. I was really trying to finish it off, like really trying. It's just done. It's done. I really enjoy it. It's done. This one is really sad. This is the Soft Focus Glow Drops Illuminating Ultimate Glow Primer. Yeah, it's definitely expired. I opened it up and it smelled so bad, so I'm like, all right, I guess. And then it made my skin tingle because I decided to keep trying it and use it anyway, because sometimes even if it's just a smell thing. But yeah, it's definitely no good at this point. Yeah, but it's really pretty. I'm really sad that it's time to let this one go though. I have the Arbonne mattifying mattifying powder. It's great if you just use a little, but can you see it's got a green tint? So I just didn't find that to be the most appealing, and it kind of got heartband as well. It's pretty old, 12-month lifespan, about 2 years old. So some of these I'm just like, it's old. There's my excuse to get it out, and it was really hard to pick some things. All right, I have the Phase Zero Cotton Candy Blush. I got hard panned. It's just not my color scheme. It's really bright, but I have other ones that are just as pretty and bright. So that can go. Maybelline Fit Me Blush in 20 Mauve. I really did like this, but once I got past that like initial layer, it ended up being very shimmery and hard panned. So it took a lot of work to just get pigment. And then it was super shimmery, so I'm like, all right, time for this one to go. Really did enjoy it for that first bit. Like, seriously, if you remember, I used it in like every flippin' video, and now I just don't touch it. It's been months since I've tried it, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not reaching for it. I have two little mini mascara guys that I'm just never reaching for. I know I've used it once and then they just kind of sat, so they're just gonna go. I have the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Very nice fluffy wand, but I just didn't reach for it again. And it's old at this point. MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. What's your wand again? Very hard to get out. Very spiky. I think that's probably why. I don't know. I think I really struggled with getting close to the root of my lashes with this. I was so nervous because it's so dang pokey. Okay. I have this little Bare Minerals bronzer mini here in Warmth. all over face color, warmth. It was just so deep for my skin. Or, yeah, I'm not gonna make a mess here, but it's just so dark for me, so I'll pass that along. Maybe someone else will like it. I also don't prefer like a loose bronzer anyway. All right, I have 2 eyeliners here. One is the Hank & Henry Slick With It liquid eyeliner in Blackety Black. I liked it. I used this like 2.5, 3 years ago when I was practicing liquid eyeliner. So that's kind of a good sign that this needs to go. Then I have the Bodyography Bali Bronze Eye Pencil. It's just not a shade I'd use, so I'm ready to say goodbye. I don't know. If I want a bronze coppery shadow liner, I'll use an eyeshadow. Also, not a color I'll use with this one is the Marc Jacobs Copperazzi Sequins Glam Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. Pretty color, just not for me. Then I have this old little baby. It is the Ciate London Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow in, what color are you? I have no idea. I can't see a color on it. But it's got that gold reflect, and I just was not a fan. The formula just was really creasy and cracky. So yeah, and it's old at this point, so time to say goodbye to that. I really don't like to put like actual like liquid stuff near my eyes that are expired. Base makeup isn't as bad, especially if it's going over foundation that is not expired. But yeah, I'm not taking that risk by my eyes. Now we're on to the biggest category of all of it, lips. I have this little baby. It's from Fresh. It's the Sugar Rose. Like, I didn't use a whole lot of it, but it's just, I don't know. I felt like it didn't really do anything. It's a tinted lip treatment, SPF 15. I didn't feel like it did anything. Didn't really feel hydrating. So, and it's old. Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker lipstick in Tom and Cherry. I tested a bunch of other more recent, newer lip products that I have that are, you know, not expired like this one is. And I had matching shades for this, so it is time to pass this along. Then I've got the Sol de Janeiro Keep It Real little lip thing here. It's still got all those weird bumps in it, which is weird. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was very nice. So, say goodbye to that. The brand did reach out to replace it, and I just was like, you know what, it's fine, whatever. And then I just realized I'm not actually using it, so it's time to say bye anyway. I have 2 Arbonne little lippies here. We'll start with this one. It's very gold with the glitter here, so I just never reached to it anyway. And it's very warm toned with the matte side, and it's in Comet. It came with one of the little like eyeshadow palettes. Like, I kept the one that came with this one, but not this one. But it's old. It's from like 2 years ago, so time to pass on both of these. This one is a pretty red. I just wasn't as big of a fan of the formula either. And this one's in Lunar, so Lunar, Comet. Bye. Almost done. I have 2 Huda Beauty liquid matte lipsticks. I'm not a fan of the formula, I've discovered. I have this beautiful deep vampy red in the shade Famous, right? Yes, I can read upside down. Like, it's beautiful. Such a nice color, but I just never reach for it. And I have deeper vampy reds in formulas I do enjoy. And then this one, which is in Trendsetter, it's a nice brownie color. I just don't like the formula. Then Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Carmelo. Just a little too nude for me. I just don't reach for it. Sticker's coming off. It's old. It says expires after 12 months. It's older than like 2-3 years, so bye. CoverGirl lip gloss. They don't even make this anymore. So, pretty color. Don't wear it. They don't make it. Time to say bye to that as well. Last but not least is a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Sunday. Beautiful color. Don't care for this formula either. And it's old. Very, very old. It was from my first ColourPop order. So this is probably a good 2-3 years old. Yeah, time to pass on you. Like, even the writing is fading away. So, and that is everything. I really do hope you all enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell to see more of my goofy face, and I'll see you all in my next video. Again, I do plan to donate and rehome everything that I can, and I'll see you all in my next video. Love you all. Bye.